Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Gyanmala Academy. Please like and subscribe our channel. We are going to start our new lesson, that is materials used in daily life. We are going to discuss about some topics in the materials used in daily life which are important in your SEA examination. Materials used in daily life. In this lesson, we will study about cement, glass, soap and detergent, ceramic, insecticides and pesticides, and about the chemical pollution. Now let us start about cement. What is cement? Cement. We all know what is cement, isn't it? But we actually does not know how to define the cement. So cement is the fine powder, gray powder of calcium silicate and calcium aluminate, which becomes hard when mixed with water. It is just a gray powder of calcium silicate and calcium aluminate, which becomes hard when mixed with water. And what are the raw materials required to manufacture the cement? The raw materials required to manufacture cement. The raw materials required to manufacture cement are limestone, CaCO3. During the manufacture of cement, the composition of the limestone is 2/3 part. The composition of limestone is 2/3 part. And another raw materials used in the manufacture of cement is a special type of clay, Al2O3.SiO2, and it is 1/3 part. And the next raw material is gypsum, CaSO4.2H2O. It is used. Its composition is 2 to 3%. Now, what do you mean by cement slurry? Cement slurry. The powder limestone and clay in the ratio 2:1 is called cement slurry. Okay, the raw materials of the cement are limestone and special type of clay. This limestone and special types of clay are crushed separately. They are crushed separately a small fine powder. This powder of limestone and clay are mixed in the ratio of 2:1 to make a cement slurry. So we can define cement slurry as the powder of limestone and clay in the ratio of 2:1. Now what is cement clinker? Cement clinker. The cement in the form of small pea size and red color ball is called cement clinker. Cement clinker is a pea-sized red color ball. Look here. During the manufacture of cement, this cement slurry is passed through a tall rotary kiln. It is passed through a tall rotary kiln and heated about 1400 degrees Celsius. And this cement slurry is passed over the rotary kiln and heated over 1400 degrees Celsius. During this process, at this high temperature, these two raw materials, limestone and clay, react together. They react together. As a result, a red pea-sized ball is formed, which is called as cement clinker. Now, gypsum. What is gypsum? The chemical used to increase the setting time of cement is called gypsum. Okay, if you do not add gypsum to the cement, then if you mix the cement with water, it becomes hard. So to increase the setting time of cement, so that we can play with that cement, we can work with that cement, the gypsum is added. It increases the setting times of the cement, and after some time it makes the cement very hard. Now, what are the uses of cement? The uses of cement. Let us discuss about the uses of cement. To make cement mortar. Cement mortar, it is just a mixture of sand, cement and water. Just a mixture of sand, cement and water. It is used for plastering, joining bricks and stones. Now, cement concrete is the mixture of sand, cement, water and gravel, or it is a mixture of cement, mortar and gravel. It is used for roofing, flooring and making pillars and building. It is used for flooring, roofing and making pillars of the building. Now the next, the use is to make the reinforced cement concrete, RCC, to make the reinforced cement concrete. Reinforced cement concrete is a cement concrete inside an iron framework, or the mixture of sand, cement, water and gravel having iron framework inside it is called
RCC, reinforced cement concrete. It is used to make roof, pillars of the building, dams, bridges, tunnel, etc. Our next topic is glass. What is glass? What is glass? The homogeneous mixture of different types of metallic silicates, which is hard, transparent, and amorphous in nature, is called glass. It is a mixture. It is just a mixture. It is not a compound. It is what are the properties of the glass? What are the properties of the glass? It is a homogeneous mixture of different types of metallic silicates. It is hard, transparent, and supercooled liquid. Supercooled liquid. You have to know what is the meaning of supercooled liquid, or why glass is called supercooled liquid. Why glass is called supercooled? Why? Also, why glass is called supercooled liquid? Because what glass is called supercooled liquid? Because the molecules of glass move from top to bottom. Molecules. Why glass is called supercooled liquid? Glass is called supercooled liquid because the molecules of glass move from top to bottom, or first from top to bottom, first from up to down, like the molecule of the liquid, but very slowly. So we can see the glass window of the old house is thick at the bottom and thin at the top, because after a long time that the molecules of the glass move from top to bottom. So at the bottom of the windows of the old houses, the glass windows of the old houses, at the bottom they are very thick. Now, next property, it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Glass is a very bad conductor of heat and electricity. It does not pass heat and electricity through it. Glass does not react with any chemical substance like acid, base, and any other chemicals. Its properties like melting point, boiling point depends upon its composition. Now, type of glass. There are different types of glass. When you study the types of glass serially, and be careful what I say. It will be very easy for you to memorize the different types of glass. What are the types of glass? Silica glass or the quartz glass. This silica glass or the quartz glass is the glass obtained or formed after heating pure silica up to 1600 degrees Celsius, up to about 1600 degrees Celsius. If you heat pure silica up to 1600 degrees Celsius, we can obtain silica glass or quartz glass. Silica glass, it is very hard and crystalline glass. It is very hard and crystalline glass. It does not dissolve in water, acid, alkali, and any other chemicals. And what are the uses of this silica glass? The silica glass are used to make electrical appliances. It is used to make electrical appliances, number one. Number two, it is used to make different laboratory equipments like crucible, basin, etc. And number three, it is used to make colorful gems. Second type of glass is water glass. Water glass, the sodium silicate or potassium silicate is called water glass. The sodium silicate or potassium silicate is called water glass. Or we can define water glass as the glass which is formed by heating. The glass which is formed by heating sodium carbonate with silica or potassium carbonate with silica is called water glass. The glass which is formed by heating potassium carbonate or sodium carbonate with silica at about 800 degrees Celsius is called water glass. Now, why the name water glass is given? Water glass dissolves in water, or it is soluble in water, so it is called water glass. Now, what are the uses of water glass? The water glass is used to make fireproof materials. It is used to make fireproof materials, silica garden, gums, glue, paste, etc. Now, our third types of glass: ordinary glass or soda lime glass. Please look the name carefully. Soda lime glass. Another name of ordinary glass. Okay. Ordinary glass, we can define ordinary glass as the homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate or calcium silicate. The homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate or calcium silicate is called ordinary glass. Or we can define it is also like in this way also, the glass which is formed by heating sodium carbonate
and calcium carbonate with silica. The glass which is formed by heating sodium carbonate and calcium carbonate with silica at about 1500 degrees Celsius is called ordinary glass. It is also called soda lime glass. I always told you that it is also called soda lime glass. Why it is called soda lime glass? It is called soda lime glass because in this glass the components are sodium and calcium along with the silica. Sodium, soda, calcium, lime. If calcium is there, so generally you call it lime. So the ordinary glass is a glass which is formed by heating sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate with silica is called ordinary glass, or the homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate and calcium silicate is called ordinary glass. Okay. In water glass we have sodium carbonate and silica. Now the first one of the water glass mixed with calcium carbonate to form ordinary glass. Look here. How to define ordinary glass or soda lime glass? The glass which is formed by heating sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate with silica at about 1500 degrees Celsius is called ordinary glass or soda lime glass. In another way, we can define it as the homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate and calcium silicate is called ordinary glass. In ordinary glass, look at the composition. Silica is 50%, glass piece is 25%, sodium carbonate is 15%, and calcium carbonate is 10%. Now, then the reason of adding calcium carbonate and the glass piece here. Calcium carbonate makes the glass insoluble in water, and with the addition of the glass pieces, it decreases the melting point. It decreases the melting point of the glass. Now, what are the characteristics of ordinary glass? The characteristics of ordinary glass are as follows. It has low thermal resistance. And it does not dissolve in water. Like water glass, it does not dissolve in water glass. Look here. In water glass, calcium carbonate is added. In water glass, calcium carbonate is added to form the ordinary glass. This calcium carbonate makes the glass insoluble in water. Now, what are the uses of ordinary glass? The uses of ordinary glasses are to make simple bottles, window panes, glass sheet, and the laboratory apparatus. Now, our next type of glass, hard glass or potash lime glass. Hard glass or potash lime glass. Hard glass. The homogeneous mixture of potassium silicate and calcium silicate is called hard glass or potash lime glass. In another way, we can define hard glass or potash lime glass as the glass which is formed by heating potassium carbonate, calcium carbonate, and silica at about 1500 degrees Celsius is called hard glass or potash lime glass. The characteristics are it has high thermal resistance. It means that it does not melt at ordinary temperature, and it is insoluble in water and any other chemicals. Uses as it has high thermal resistance or it does not melt at ordinary temperature. It is used to make the laboratory products like beaker, hard glass test tube, electric bulb, light, etc. Borosilicate. Now, next glass, borosilicate glass or Pyrex glass. Borosilicate or Pyrex glass. The homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate, calcium silicate, and boron silicate. The homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate, calcium silicate, and boron silicate is called borosilicate glass or Pyrex glass or Pyrex glass. Also, we can define borosilicate glass as the glass which is formed by mixing sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, boron oxide, and silica at high temperature is called borosilicate glass. It's called borosilicate glass. Now, the addition, look here, the presence of boron silicate or with the addition of this boric oxide, the addition of that boric oxide, it makes the glass very hard and strong. It makes the glass very hard and strong. The characteristics of borosilicate glass is it is hard and does not melt at ordinary temperature. It is very hard and does not melt at ordinary temperature.
Uses is used to make superior quality glass of the laboratory equipments. In lab, it is used to make the superior quality glass of the lab, like beaker, art glass test tube, ovenware. Also, it is also used to make the pharmaceutical containers. Now, number 6, lead crystal glass. Lead crystal glass is the homogeneous mixture of potassium silicate and lead silicate. It is the homogeneous mixture of potassium silicate and lead silicate. Also, we can define lead crystal glass as the glass formed by heating potassium carbonate, lead monoxide, and silica at a high temperature is called lead crystal glass. The addition of this lead monoxide increases the refractive index of glass. This lead monoxide or this lead silicate increases the refractive index of glass. So this lead crystal glass is used to make the optical instrument. Generally, it is used to make the optical instrument. It is used to make lens, spectacles, prism, the tubes of the television. Used to make the bulbs. But now the last types of glass, that is color glass. If different types of metal oxides are mixed in the raw materials of the glass while preparing glass, then we can make the different types of colorful glass. For example, if you want to make the black color glass, then we can use nickel oxide during the manufacture of the glass. Similarly, on adding carbon oxide, the color of the glass is blue, copper oxide red, aluminum oxide green, iron oxide yellow or brown, manganese oxide purple, tin oxide milky white. By using these types of metallic oxide during the preparation of the glass, during the process of the preparation of the glass, we can make the glass colorful. We can give them a different color. Short way to remember the types of glass. For example, first, quartz glass or silica glass. Silica, when heated, gives quartz glass. Number 2, after silica glass or quartz glass, there is water glass. Always remember the step. Silica is in every types of glass. Is used in every types of glass. In water glass, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, water glass, Na2CO3 plus SiO2 or K2CO3 plus SiO2. Look here, sodium metal is used here. So the glass will be sodium silicate. Na2SiO3 plus CO2 is equal, carbon dioxide is equal. Similar, look here, there is the metal potassium. So potassium silicate K2SiO3 plus CO2. This is water glass. If in quartz glass, if sodium carbonate or potassium carbonate added, it will form water glass. Now ordinary glass. Ordinary glass. Look here, with the first part of the water glass, the first types of water glass, sodium carbonate and silica. Look here, Na2 sodium carbonate, CO3 plus SiO2 plus. If calcium carbonate is added to the first types of the water glass, calcium carbonate CaCO3, it will form the ordinary glass. Look at, two types of metal are used here. Two types of metal, sodium carbonate and calcium carbonate. So it is the homogeneous mixture of these two metal silicates. So it gives sodium silicate, Na2SiO3 plus CaSiO3 plus carbon dioxide, 2CO2. On balancing, you have to put here 2 and here 2. Just be careful, Just be careful. And look here. Silica, heated quartz glass. If you add sodium carbonate or potassium carbonate in the silica, it will form the water glass. Now, the first types of the water glass, if we add the calcium carbonate, the first types of water glass will come from the ordinary glass. ordinary glass. Now next, hard glass. The second type of the water glass, K2CO3 plus SiO2 SiO2 plus CaCO3. It gives two types of metals are used there, potassium and calcium. So potassium silicate K2SiO3 dot S calcium silicate CaSiO3. Be careful, look, be careful and watch it. Be careful and watch it. Silica heated water glass. With silica, sodium carbonate or calcium or potassium carbonate is heated, it forms sodium silicate or potassium silicate, which is called water glass. Now ordinary glass, the first part of the water glass is heated with the calcium carbonate, Na2CO3 plus 2SiO3 plus CaCO3 gives sodium silicate, homogeneous mixture, just a homogeneous mix, Na2SiO3 dot CaSiO3 plus 2CO2. Two metals are used here, sodium and calcium. So sodium silicate and potassium silicate. Sorry, calcium silicate. Hard glass. In hard glass, we are using the same second part of the second types of water glass, that is K2CO3 plus SiO2, potassium carbonate plus silica, and it is heated with calcium carbonate. It forms potassium silicate and calcium silicate. The homogeneous mixture is called hard glass. Now next, borosilicate. Borosilicate glass. Again, for borosilicate glass, go to the first part of the ordinary glass. First part of the ordinary glass. What is here? Na2CO3 sodium carbonate plus silica plus calcium carbonate. Now, if this ordinary glass is heated, this ordinary glass is heated with boric oxide. It's heated with boric oxide, B2O3. It forms the borosilicate glass. Okay, and be careful. What are the metals used here? Sodium, calcium, boron. So borosilicate glass is the homogeneous mixture of this metallic silicate, sodium silicate, Na2SiO3, calcium, CaSiO3. Now boric oxide, there is boron, so borosilicate, B2SiO3 plus 2CO2. That is 5. Just balance it. So borosilicate glass is the homogeneous mixture of sodium silicate, calcium silicate, and boron silicate. These three metals form their respective silicates. You will be asked, what happens? What happens if boric oxide is added to the ordinary glass? Then it will form borosilicate glass. You have to be careful here. Now the final types of lead crystal glass. Lead crystal glass. The second part of the first, again second part of the water glass. K2CO3 plus SiO2 plus lead monoxide, PbO. PbO gives, okay, two types of metal are used here, potassium and lead. So their respective silicates. Potassium silicate, K2SiO3 dot lead silicate, PbSiO3. So I think you understand the pattern. If you study this pattern carefully, if you are able to study this pattern carefully, you will be never confused in the types of glass and to define the glass. Again, look here. Again, I am explaining you first types of glass, quartz glass. Just heating the pure silica SiO2 at about 1600 degrees Celsius. It forms silica glass. Now, if this silica is heated with this
sodium carbonate or potassium carbonate, it forms the water glass. If it is heated with the sodium carbonate or potassium carbonate, it forms the water glass. Again, the first part of the water glass, when heated with the calcium carbonate, it forms the ordinary glass. First types of water glass, there is sodium carbonate and silica. Sodium carbonate plus silica plus calcium carbonate gives the two types of metal are used here, sodium and carbonate, calcium. So sodium silicate and calcium silicate. Now hard glass. The second types of the water glass will heated with the calcium carbonate. Potassium carbonate, silica plus calcium carbonate gives potassium silicate, calcium silicate. So the silicate glass. Boric oxide is added here. In the first types of the ordinary glass, let's look the pattern. First types of the ordinary glass. What the first? The ordinary glass, just the ordinary glass. Sodium carbonate, silica, calcium carbonate with boric oxide. So borosilicate glass. Sodium silicate, calcium silicate, and boron silicate. The homogeneous mixture of these three metal silicate, sodium, calcium, and boron is called borosilicate glass. Now the lead crystal glass. The second part of the water glass. Potassium carbonate, silica, when added with the lead boron oxide, it forms the borosilicate glass. There are two types of metal. There are two types of metals are used here, potassium and lead. So the homogeneous mixture of potassium silicate and lead silicate is called lead crystal glass. On tendency, you have to add this CO2 also.